Hello everyone, I'm Sabrina. My teammates are analysts Josephine and Sylvia. Our research project is how do FJU students evaluate the required course, Introduction to University Studies. Our research question is what do students evaluate this course? What makes teachers and students think differently about this course? This report is divided into 4 sections, including the introduction, analysis of interview, questionnaire, and comparison. Our target audiences were students who have taken the course Introduction to University Studies. The other one is professors, who were interviewed to share how they design the course and underlying rationale. Our motivation to choose this topic is that we have more thoughts about how the course could be conducted to be more useful for freshmen. Hence, our purpose is to understand the opinions of students on whether this course is important enough and what professors think students can learn from this course. As for methodology, we designed a set of survey questions for FJU students in order to understand their viewpoints and to analyze the results. Furthermore, we had interviews of 2 professors who have taught this course in order to compare answers of students to professors and to judge this course more objectively. In the innovation, dialogue, and practice of general education curriculum and in university and college, Introduction to University Studies as an example, the author indicates there are some abilities students should learn from this course. The first one is that this course aims to help students understand the history of FJU and its development, so that students will be able to adapt into university life earlier. Moreover, it can cultivate critical thinking skills, such as how to analyze an issue more objectively and critically. The next part is the interview results.
In this part, we interview 2 professors who also teach Introduction to University Studies. In the following content, they will be called Professor A and B for privacy reasons. The purpose of question 1 is to have a further understanding of what professors think this course can teach the students. Professor A thinks that freshmen could benefit from the course in the long run, but many students do not take the course seriously, which means that the good intentions behind this course is not appreciated. While Professor B thinks it can help freshmen know the history, resources, and facility of FJU so that they can explore themselves through activities and acquire knowledge by listening to speech. For question 2, 3, and 4, they are related to the design of this course, while professors select lesson method and do lesson methods cater to students' needs and interests. Both professors use the same methods that are marked yellow on the slides. Also, one of the professors adds other activities like workshops, experience sharing, and so on. Among lesson methods, Professor A thinks video viewing and the following Kahoot game are effective ways for students to learn. Also, Professor B says inviting guest speakers may help students explore their interests. Professor A chose these methods because she tries to avoid lengthy lecture and explore more learning opportunities, while Professor B thinks they can help students acquire knowledge in different fields and even encourage the interactivity among students and professors. As for question 5 and 6, our purpose to know what kinds of reactions students responding to the different methods. In their reply, both professors say video viewing is the most popular among students. Games and group discussions also receive positive feedback. However, as for the negative feedback, it seems that time-consuming projects, lecture with PowerPoint slides, and handout are the least popular. Last, question 7 concludes the professor's overviews toward this course. Professor A thinks it doesn't need to be a course and can be replaced by other activities. At the same time, Professor B considers it appropriate and reasonable to be a required course.
Questionnaire and Design. We got 49 responses in total for this research. Most of our respondents are Taiwanese students, and the professors we interview are also Taiwanese. Students think that the top 3 reasons they get required to take this course are it helps them familiarize themselves with the environment, adapt to college life more quickly, and make new friends. 3 teaching methods professors use the most are video viewing, field trips, and campus tour, and lectures by special guests. However, the top 3 methods students prefer to are PowerPoint and Hangouts, group discussions, field trips, and campus tours. They suggest that these methods are interesting, helpful, stimulating, and help students to understand others' opinions. Most students might agree that they know the university better through this course. However, they also suggest that 1 semester is enough for this class. In addition, most students suggest that this course is different from what they think it should be. Students suggest that they do not like this course because of heavy workloads, boredom, and unhelpfulness. They expect less pressure in class and a more lively activity designed in class. Also, the information offered by the teacher could be readily available outside of class and would be too long to take 1 year to finish this course. Some students suggest that the course helped them get familiar with the new environment, and students who do not have so much pressure show a positive attitude toward this course. The result shows that most students do not recommend this course. Many students think that this course doesn't meet their expectations because it is neither funny nor relaxing. Teachers should reduce the workload, give more interactive activities, and use more informative videos to help students study in class. In addition, many students suggest that they do not remember what they had learned in class, which implies that the design of this course might be incompetent, fulfilling its original purpose. Furthermore, many students prefer to make it a 1-semester class. Last but not least, students find introductions to resources and facilities in school provided by teachers helpful for freshmen.
For the comparison and contrast of teachers and students, the first one is about the viewpoint. Both teachers and students consider this course to be able to help the freshmen get familiar with the campus, including history, resources, and facilities, and also give some tips for adapting to college life. Most importantly, to help students explore themselves more. As for the teaching method of this course, the first 3 methods that teachers use are corresponding to what students prefer. To further explain why teachers and students like these 3 methods are that video viewing is effective and interesting, group discussion can get students' attention and make things easier to understand, and guest speaker can usually help explore students' interests and learn different types of opinions. According to the previous 2 sections, we find out that teachers do teach like what students wish them to do, which means that students should be satisfied with the outcome of this course. In this slide, we can see that students think this course really helps them get familiar with the environment of the campus and learn things from this course. However, there are more students who consider this course to be overburdened, boring, and unnecessary. So why is that? For teachers, they think that although doing group projects is a good way to see whether students understand the process, what they have learned in this course, it is quite time-consuming. Also, using PPT and handouts will easily lose students' attention. That's basically why the expectation and realities are so different. As a result, we started to think about the necessity of the course. According to Professor A, she says that it is not necessary to make contents into a course because she thinks that some activities could be conducted during orientation or advisor's time. According to Professor B, she says that it is appropriate and reasonable to make it a required course since it does provide students with information that can benefit them in the university life or in the future. For students, they think that the course do not actually teach them useful things which they can only learn in the class. Maybe teachers can design more interactive activities. To sum up, According to the comparison and contrast between teachers and students, we find out that students do not think this course is actually helpful for them, which is the same as our hypothesis. Teachers also disagree and not sure about the necessity of this course, although teachers have planned lots of things for the students and the results do not reach their expectations. We hope that through this projects, teachers could understand what students are thinking about and how they can improve that teaching method and plan to make students learn things and be interested in this course again. For students, they might get to know what teachers think and plan for the class, and therefore understand the efforts that teachers make. So this is our works cited pages, and this is the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening.